Welcome back to OBO, Objectively Bad Opinions podcast. We are three big guys here to celebrate Christmas, missing two small guys. You like how I did that?
Guys.
Huh? You
they
like
are small
that?
guys.
I had to work that in there. I got both.
We are realistically the three smallest men of the group.
Yeah, we're the three small guys.
Yeah, and we are talking about the two bigger guys, but they're small. They're small guys.
They're small because they're not here and they can't defend themselves.
Tonight
they're celebrate the holidays.
They're two little dudes. Because that's his new song.
Two little dudes, not two little guys. My bad.
Well, here's the funny thing. That guy who makes that song, which we're not going to go into because we're not going to plug that, he made a new album and he remixed four big guys. Look it up yourself. And now he has a song called Two Little Dudes. Hilarious content.
This has been a running joke on this show for the last couple weeks, except for it hasn't actually been on the show. It has been prior to the show.
We cannot play that on the show.
No, we cannot. Certainly not. Absolutely not.
It's like the new Baldo. It's our new Baldo, bro.
Every
Baldo
scene that we
significantly less bad.
That was only E3 that got brought up. One other time.
Yeah.
One other
yes,
time.
It was.
Baldo was reoccurring for quite a while.
Yeah,
not
the
a
4
while.
days
It
that
was
we
like,
did E3.
Yeah, it was like 3 episodes. It passed E3.
I still want to buy a Baldo.
Bro, I've known you for a long fucking time, Nick. You don't have a good track record with memory. I'll be completely honest with you. I promise you that was the smallest running joke we've had in a while. I think actually probably three big guys is the longest thing we've had.
This is true.
That or like Jeff doing his Nancy Pelosi tracker. Like that's but like that's kind of just him.
But he's not on the show tonight. If you were on, it would be going still.
It doesn't. Never mind. We're not gonna
okay. Before we get too deep, Brody, do you know the disclaimer?
I do know the disclaimer. We probably passed where we should have.
No,
anyway, the views and opinions of the hosts and co-hosts on this show reflect that of the hosts and co-hosts and not of anyone else or the companies they're affiliated with. I fumbled all over my words, and we're here.
He went with such confidence. I got it.
You know the beauty of this? I know for a fact Brody has a recorded version of that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So just go ahead and pop it in somewhere, Brody.
Yeah, it's fine.
Later.
It's too late.
Okay. Who gives a fuck?
Well, you caught me off guard because I realized that Evan's picture was actually like bringing up his Discord outline, so I had to get rid of it. And I'm like, the disclaimer, right? Words are hard,
while trying to fix everything.
Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Everything's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we good.
Much like the holidays. The holidays are a pain in the ass. They really are.
They really are.
They're not for me because I'm still a child, so I have nothing to really be concerned about day to day.
Fair enough.
Like that's not a brag or anything. It's just like I don't have to worry about it. Like
I'm jealous.
I have to get my family things right. Like I get help to get my dad some stuff that he's really gonna like, and I think they're gonna be here before Christmas. I was supposed to do something about that. I was supposed to not do something about those, but I was supposed to give my parents like a list, which they don't ask for like a fucking list, but they're like, just like give us some ideas of things you want. And I just usually tell them like just clothes, just like this and this. Like I don't ask for a lot of shit. I'm just kind of like they often find the thing that I want without me having to explicitly say it. So like when I say clothes, I do mean just regular clothes, but like I often send them like, okay, well, so my entire fit for next year is gonna be John Mayer only. So like just get me the whole store.
There.
No, I only have a couple shirts.
Oh.
I need to get more of them, but like that, right? I don't have a whole big thing. So they're not really stressful for me, and we don't see family anymore due to COVID and just kind of like the production that it turned out to be sometimes. I do want to go see everybody this year though, just because we didn't see anybody last year, but I mean, I like the holidays because the holidays remind me of being off school, which I just finished today. I just finished my final, so I'm off for the next 3 weeks of school. So like that's kind of like the enjoyment out of it. And then I realized that now I actually work like a regular human. So I'm still not happy. I'm still just eternally sad because it's like, oh, I just got to go do this. It's like I just kind of want to, sit and watch TV. And I'm a free agent now, boys. I have no series that I need to finish. Wow. I have no series that it has been a long time.
You already watched The Witcher?
In one day, he watched the fucking
2 days. 2 days.
Whatever.
3 days.
Day and a quarter.
Yeah. realistically, I'm looking at it as like they're max 55 minutes. They're not even hours.
They're
long,
not that
right?
long episodes from what I'm seeing.
No, and I
They're
will be
5
completely
minutes
honest.
short of an hour. You're
Yeah.
like, that makes a difference, guys.
It feels
Guys.
better saying that.
guys. Well, I mean, yeah, I watched like 4 or 5 episodes on whatchamacallit. I watched a couple, like 2 episodes on Friday. I've watched the middle part of the series of the season, and then I finished yesterday. I finished the last 2 episodes last night. So it was over the weekend I finished it, which I think is kind of like nice. And I asked everybody today at work, I was like, anybody else see The Witcher? And Skylar's like, no, I need to start it. And I was like, I really suck, don't I? I finished the whole series in the weekend that it came out.
I wanted
Yeah.
to, but so I actually stayed up way too late playing games, and then I was like, hey, I still need to wrap a couple presents because I was waiting for like tape and shit because we ran out. And so the wife did a grocery pickup and got tape, and so I could finally wrap presents. So Friday came
nice.
around, and I finally decided I needed to wrap presents way too early in the morning, and I was like, oh, I'll watch The Witcher while I wrap presents.
No, you
Turns
can't
out,
do that.
No, while you're wrapping presents, it is so fucking loud. That stupid paper is the loudest fucking thing on earth, I swear.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so I finally just paused it and finished wrapping the presents, and then I went to watch it afterwards, and I fell asleep. So I have not even made it through a full episode yet. So I'm just going to start from the beginning and go again.
So I'm starting tomorrow.
That's my
The
plan
Witcher.
as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start The Witcher tomorrow. When it comes to wrapping presents, dude, I've been barred from wrapping presents in my household because I basically wrap presents. Oh boy, I don't even know how to say this without offending anybody. I'm not good at it, is what I'm going to keep it to.
That
What?
was a very
It's-
easy way to say it without offending anyone.
I wanted to make a funny joke, but you can't do it
You
without
have to
being.
type it later or tell us later.
I'll tell you the joke later. But no, like Perry's basically been like, my wife's basically been like, no, you need to knock that shit off. I'm like, why? She's like, 'cause it looks like a bomb went off in the package. And like, I get frustrated really fucking fast. So I'll be wrapping a present, and I'm like, a fucking paper, and the tape is just stuck on my fingers, and I cut myself with the fucking thing, and I'm fucking, dude, it's a nightmare. So I just like push it into a bag, and then like I just give it to my wife on Christmas. I'm like, here you go, open this. She's like, nothing's wrapped. I'm like, Merry Christmas.
You like Walmart sack
you
it?
don't even say
Oh, yeah.
Christmas. You say Merry Christ.
What I do, wait, Merry Chrysler. What I do is I use the Amazon gift wrap. People like, do you
Oh,
know how
nice,
people
yeah.
can like, people send the shit in Amazon in those big bags?
Yeah.
Whatever they send me, I take those bags and I use them for my purposing.
Fair enough.
So I'm saying, so I'm recycling. I'm also helping the earth out.
That's right.
So I'm a
That-
good guy.
Yeah, that was an afterthought, but yeah, I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
'cause I'm
That's
not good
how
at
I
it.
got my I'm pretty sure my fucking Doug Trio thing that Jeff got
That's
me.
so fucking funny.
That's
I
funny.
gotta show it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
go get it.
no, wrapping presents is not my favorite thing to do. I usually just try to get it done in one night, and then we ran out of tape, and I had to come back to it, and I was not very happy about having to split it into 2 nights. Like this is I pretty much only wrap the presents that I get for other people, like so basically my wife, and then we've done a Christmas drawing for everybody else this year. So everything else I've had to wrap for the other people that I had to buy for. But other than that, yeah, I'm not allowed to wrap because it's not super pretty, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it's functional, right? I got to get Doug Trio.
Mine is dysfunctional. Well, I was gonna ask because Brody's like right there. Oh, let's see it. Show the butt.
Oh my gosh, those are
Doug-
thick.
Doug Trio got cake, dude.
That's right. So
Three
that
big
was Jeff's
guys.
Christmas gift to me, and it's
3 big
it's
guys
beautiful.
indeed.
I put it in the man cave, and I kind of put it on a tall shelf so my kids don't have to see it every time they come in here.
That's understandable.
I've
My
come to the-
aunt.
Yeah, go
Sorry.
on. No, go on.
My aunt would do really elaborate gifts for me. Like she wouldn't, and they wouldn't be super crazy gifts, but like I remember one Christmas she got me. It was a big like cardboard box, and I opened it, and inside of it were a whole bunch of like Lay's potato chip bags, Pringles cans, like just a whole bunch of different bags of chips and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Your gift's in one of them."
What?
And I was like,
It's like a
okay.
Saw type of thing happening here.
She was just like, your
There's
gift's
a
in one of
lot
them.
of you
Needles
die.
in one of them.
Yeah, yeah, that would have
Heroin needles.
Yeah, that would have been comical. I open up the Lay's bag and it's just like a rat in there. It's like, that's not really
Just bites
funny.
the
That's
fuck
just
out of you.
I'd be like, fuck. She'd be like, what? You find the rat? It's like, yeah, I found the rat. What else do I have to worry about in the shows? There's heroin needles in one. There's a couple piranhas in the little box there, like
Rusty
in the little, whatever.
razor blades.
Yeah, but I found
Oh.
it. It was in the Pringles can, and it was a gift receipt for custom made Converse that I could just make myself. So I
Oh,
could
nice.
add the colors, and I could put a little inscription on there. So I think what I did was I made them purple, and I named them Activate, which at the time was the name of the business of the esports business that my dad has. So
Yeah.
I named I like the purple color, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, that was really cool. And then one year she did the same thing, but with one of those like things you order, you send to people, and there's like a whole bunch of different chocolates in each little spot.
Oh yeah.
But inside it was money.
Oh,
So
nice.
you just would open it up and you would just you'd grab it. Oh, hey, we're going to the movies. Bring some cash for like something. And it's like, well, I have to take the whole fucking box because there's no way I can get the bag of M&Ms with this one little spot. But
That's funny.
yeah, she was always really she's really elaborate with that stuff, and I really appreciated that, and I want to learn how to do shit like that because it was like I opened up a Lay's bag that was closed and there was nothing in it, and I was like, there's not even a crumb in here. Like you went to the
That's impressive. Yeah.
you went to like the car wash and grabbed one of those vacuum cleaners and sucked every little thing out, man. Like it was pristine. Yeah, she did that. I thought that was really cool. And now it's just standard wrapped gifts, and like you don't know what you have till it's gone, right?
Yeah.
It's like it was so elaborate, but yeah, I loved it.
I had 2 points to that, and I want to bring up a entire Christmas topic. But I was going to ask if, like, do you guys know anybody, and I'll go into it in a minute, like, who everyone's like, yo, we'll all get each other something for Christmas. It's cool. As friends, we'll get each other something for Christmas. But there's that one friend who's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll keep it, even with everyone else's shit. And that
So
one
like
friend,
nothing over $20.
nothing over $20, and that one friend goes, well, it was only $65, or it was only $100, and then everyone else looks like an asshole.
I personally don't. I usually don't buy for my friends. Like
I go crazy.
It's pretty much just Jeff and his wife that we buy for, as friend wise, right? Like family, we obviously buy for, and even in the drawings and stuff, we have like a set limit, and it seems like everybody hits that limit. And a few people went over this year for one of the gatherings. Like one of them was a $20 limit. And then the other one's a $40, and then there's a $45 for the 3 different like family gatherings, right? And the $20, like some people got like some $25 gift cards. Like I got a $25 Amazon gift card. I'm like, nice.
So is that particularly bad to you though? If it's only $5 over, like, or is that not?
No, that's
I would say that. Yeah, it's like when you're reaching up to like the double the amount.
Well,
right.
so
where it's like.
My issue.
I don't have. I've never had a friend that does that where we got gifts for each other, but I do have a friend that gets me a gift every year, even though I specifically tell him not to. And I'm looking at him right now, and yeah, he's averting his gaze.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Yeah, look at him, stare at him intently.
And that's going to lead me into my next topic.
I'm wearing his gift. Actually, I honestly shouldn't because I'm going against him while I'm wearing his gift. I feel like.
And you like that jacket.
This is for my birthday. You can fuck off.
Whatever. No, my thing is this: when I see something. Like a friend of mine, especially around Christmas, I see something, I'm like, dude, they would love this. And yeah, sometimes it's like $60. I bought something that was like $80 for a friend of mine once. But it's just in my head. I'm like, okay, I will not have a time to get this again for a reason other than just, hey, I bought you this. So like in my head, I'm like, dude, just fucking buy it, whatever. And I do that. And then they're like, dude, no, that's awesome. But you just gave that $80 gift in front of people to me, and now I'm sitting here going, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
I bought a shirt from you, and you sent me a like $50 fucking book with it.
Nick, you're getting flamed.
I thought you would like it.
I love it. It's fantastic, but god damn it, man! Like
I knew the package was
just
heavy.
trying to buy a T-shirt to help. Like with what you guys were doing, and so I could rock, some WASD shit. And next thing I know, you sent me a book that was twice as much as the shirt I bought.
What do you want me to do?
You're too kind, and you would be like filthy fucking rich if you'd stop spending money on.
I
people.
would be. But here's the thing. So that leads me into this. Christmas traumas.
Ooh.
Why? How is this even? Dude,
Because
we
it's
need to work on
funny.
That
It's funny.
escalated
Segues.
very quickly.
We need to work on your segues,
We
bro.
went from
I
you
promise it
buying
works.
gifts for people to Christmas
Being
traumas.
super nice
And,
to. Let me tell you about my
I
worst
will
Christmas.
explain it to you.
Okay.
Because for Christmas, yes, we've gone into my father. For everyone who's now listening, there is a particular story about my dad, which I'll tell later on in the episode, that I may have told earlier in OBO, but now it's Christmas. I'll kind of go back into it. And
Yeah,
maybe I don't know if I told it on OBO. I really
I don't know
don't.
if it was OBO or if it was that 200th episode for Diggity.
It may have been okay. So it might be new for OBO. I will get into it, but because of him, he is so wiggity about shit. Like he likes.
Define wiggity.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so he likes the
Can
idea
you use it
of
in a sentence?
yeah. He likes
Can you
the
spell it?
idea Wiggity. He
It's
likes the
like Diggity, but
idea.
wiggity.
Yes, he
Yeah.
likes the idea of Christmas, and he likes giving shit people. But it makes him so miserable because he never had a Christmas. He never once had Christmas growing up.
They grew up like the
because of-
Hitman in the Hitman games.
It was just not a good time for him growing up, which that's a whole other episode that I'm not really willing to do yet. We'll have to do it when Jeff's not on because Jeff's gonna go free therapy for Nick, not fair. But
Not fair.
but he liked getting me and my little brother's presents.
Yeah.
Like he
Sure.
absolutely loved it, but he couldn't watch us open gifts.
Right.
Right.
He would stay in his room and start drinking Hennessy at 8 a.m. We'd be opening gifts like, Dad, I got a PS4 or PS3. He goes, Yep, I know, I bought it. I'm like, Santa? He'd go, Nope, no Santa, me.
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, right?
Immediately. I go, Dad, look what Santa brought me. And he was drunk. He goes, Santa didn't bring you shit. My 80-week hour brought you that. And I went, holy shit.
Wow.
And he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, so traumas, right?
For
But it's funny.
for the record, all of the wrapped gifts are from us. The
Brody
fucking-
was damn.
You don't even hide it?
the
Oh, wow.
stocking comes from Santa. All right?
Oh.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I
I
want-
fuck with that.
Put some fucking respect on my name. I bought
Yeah,
the fucking
exactly.
gifts. Santa
fat
bought
man-
the stocking, right?
Fat man brought you fucking goddamn
Candy.
candy and
Yeah.
cookies.
It's
Yeah,
also
can't like.
It's also
Sorry.
amazing how like kids don't piece this together when they talk to each other. Like Santa brought me a bike, and my kids are like, they brought me like a book and like like the shit that was
They
in the
haven't figured
stocking.
it out.
The elves hate the Foltzes.
Right.
Dad and mom love us, but the elves hate
That's
us.
right. That's right.
I remember I don't remember how old I was, but I remember we lived. So growing up for me was so like that's a good idea though. I'm gonna steal
Uh-huh.
it.
So that
when I
is
have
a
my
really
own
good
kids.
idea for kids.
When I adopt one of my kids, I'm gonna totally steal that.
You adopt one. Okay.
Yeah. We'll go.
Like it.
We can go into that joke later, actually, because that'll feed in. But no. So like I lived with my parents and I was an only child for around 5 or 6 years. And
Lucky.
so in that time we lived on our own. It was my dad, my mom, and and we had a dog, Sterling, and then he passed away. And a couple, I think it was 4 or 5. Yeah, rest in peace. We still have his collar and a picture of him hung up on the wall. And so a little while after that, we moved in with my uncle, and I don't remember why that was. I was too young to understand, but I was just like, "Oh, cool, we're moving in with my uncle. Sweet, this is cool." So there were 3 bedrooms, and my uncle was on the other side of the house, like because he has it's not a big house, but it was just that the way it was arranged was that way. So he was kind of just on the other end of it, and then across to the other side of the house, it was me in my own room for a little time, and then my brother was born, and then my parents had the room right next to ours.
Yeah.
And I remember, but there were no stairs, right? It was the only stairs were to the basement, and obviously the Christmas trees in the living room. So coming out of my bedroom and looking down the hallway, you had a direct line to the Christmas tree. So one day I woke up super early. I don't remember if it was probably Christmas Eve or it was maybe probably later that night. And I woke up because I had to go to the bathroom, and I walked out and I saw my goofy ass mom putting a present under the tree, and I didn't say anything. I don't know if it was because I was just fucking like, oh, okay, that's what it is. But I didn't throw a fuss. My parents did not know that I didn't think Santa, or I knew Santa wasn't real, until a year later when I told them. Because they were like, well, ask Santa what you want. It was probably like 11 or 12. And I just straight up said, I was like, bro, I know it's you. And they were like, my mom had this
Hold up.
such a sad look. She had
Oh,
a sad
Hold
look
on a
on her
minute.
face. She was like, what do you mean you know Santa's not real? And I was like, well, other than the fact that you just admitted to it, I saw you putting Christmas presents under the tree last year. And she's like, you've known for a year? I was like, what was I going to say? I was
Here's
like, I was kind of a shithead kid, and just the fact of like I was just a smartass. I'm like my dad. I just was like, what was I gonna tell you? Christmas Day? Yeah, bro, I know Santa's not real in front of my little brother.
So
Like,
here-
what was I gonna do?
So that feeds into this. Because my dad pulled that shit all the time on Christmas, not watching us, all this, and that,
Yeah.
I was talking out loud, and I forget what I was saying, and he pulls me out and goes, if you tell these boys that fat motherfucker ain't real, I will destroy everything I bring to you.
He's like Romanian and
Everything. He goes, everything under that tree in my house is mine. You tell these boys no Santa? No Christmas for you. And I went, holy shit. So why'd you ruin my Christmas?
Yeah.
You tell me no
Yeah.
Santa, but
Yeah.
I can't tell them no Santa. So for years, they would start saying shit. I'd be like, this close, telling y'all motherfuckers ain't no Santa.
Just
This
one
close.
day your dad says something that just really pisses you off as a teenager, and you look at him and you just go, you know what?
No.
You just look
So it confused me. I'm like, okay, so like you fucked it for me hard
on purpose.
on purpose.
It wasn't an accident.
I said, look at what he brought us. He goes, no, Nico, no. He
should've-
starts like
you
crying.
should've-
80 hours a week brought you this. I'm like,
you should have
holy
looked
shit.
at him when he told you that, and he said you ruined this for them. You know, you tell them there's no Santa, no Christmas for you. You should have looked at him and you should have been like, I thought there was a Santa, bitch.
You
Like,
ready?
you just ruined it for me.
You ready for something wild, really quick?
It's already wild.
1 year. 1 year. Sorry, Brody.
you're good.
You're itching to say something. I know.
Yeah.
1 year.
It's fine.
1 year.
I'm actually
He got us the PlayStation 2. PS2.
one of the best
How-
consoles ever made.
And I don't
Like
know.
Cooper.
I don't know what sparked this. But he just got up and he started fucking curb stomping the box.
Oh God.
He's like, fuck this. That's all you do is just sit in front of TV and play this bullshit. Curb stomp. Goes into his fucking closet, pulls out another
Don't tell me
one.
he pulls another one. I was
He
gonna
pulled
say-
out another because he knew he was gonna have a violent reaction, I think. So he
what kind
pulled
of
out
trauma?
I looked at him like,
What the fuck, man?
I'm sitting here going, man, come on. And he
What
pulled,
kind of-
but he pulls out the other one. I'm like, okay, the world is equal now. Like, so I still got a PS2, but what happens to that one? He like
Was the
tipped the
console
box over.
actually in there?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, he just actually. So he just.
He
destroyed the
preemptively
PS2.
he preemptively bought a second one just in case he had a snap.
I mean, I gotta give him props for that, right? Like, that's a pretty good mental. Like, that's a pretty good path. He thought of the timeline.
Brody's like, what
or
the
just
fuck?
not have the fucking snap, man.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
and
you're
save,
absolutely right.
you know, whatever
Yeah,
that.
just
I don't
don't-
remember what the PS2
I think it was like
at the-
$400 back
Yeah,
in
I was
the day.
gonna say like
Don't-
$400.
Like, maybe just don't have a Thanos moment where you snap on your kids and like snap on the PS2, but like
you know what he did
like,
break?
that's the real way to do it. But like the mental thought of like I might fuck it up, I'm gonna get two. Like that's honestly really
I
smart.
mean,
He,
yeah.
he didn't break my games. I got Tony Hawk Pro. I got Tony Hawk Underground that year.
Nice.
He didn't break the game. Yes,
Nice.
Brody, what were you gonna say, my friend?
I don't know if my children know that Santa doesn't exist. They have not said anything, but
They're
my
outside the
oldest
door.
is pretty quick. Like he's
Yeah.
very smart, and I wouldn't doubt that he knows. But he has not said shit, and he plays along with everything. He might not know. He might just be that innocent that he has no fucking idea. But yeah,
That's what you hope for.
yeah, like
It's
I'll
fun.
keep it going as long as I can. Like that's cool. But yeah, in my house, it has always been that the stockings are from
Stockings are
Santa,
Santa.
and because part of that is we wrap all the presents and put them under the tree too, right? Because we want them the fuck out of our closets and everywhere
Oh
else.
yeah.
So it's like, no, we put these under the tree, and so
Well,
we never even
oh, shit.
talked about it. Like it was just something that is how it went from the very
That's a-
get go. It's like stockings are from Santa, everything else is from us.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, because that's a great idea though too. Is that if they ever have a moment like me where I catch you putting shit under the tree, they just go,
Right.
"Oh, mom and dad are just putting presents under the tree." But
It's
they don't
plausible
see the-
deniability.
They don't.
Right.
They don't see the stockings, or they don't see the stockings until Christmas morning.
Yeah.
So you just put that shit out like an hour before they wake up, and you're good.
And
Like,
I stay up late as shit too, so like fucking
You
2 or 3
absolutely
o'clock or
got it.
whatever.
We're
Like I just
healthy.
go out there and
Yes.
I'll put
Brody's
in the
got- Brody's
stocking.
got the shit. Brody's got this shit down pat, bro.
I'm still learning, bro. All the
My,
Landon shit is
my
in a
adopted
small
kid's
room.
gonna be great. He's gonna love that shit.
Literally, dude, all of Landon's gifts are just like in the room over there. But he's 2.
Yeah.
Bro, he doesn't.
At that age, it's like, nah.
Babies don't remember shit until they're like 4 or 3.5 or a little.
Yeah,
bit
so
after.
like
They
right
don't really
now,
get it.
like
he's got no idea.
I can't even get him to open up the gifts because we did Christmas at my grandmother's. Like
Bro
here's
barely has object permanence.
Right.
He's not gonna remember.
he can count to 10 and do his ABCs.
Right.
Yeah, I mean they're expected to do that.
No, they're not. Not at fucking. He's not 2 yet. He's like almost. He's like 2.
He's 2 in like a month.
They're not expected to like count and shit. Because the fucking one, the pediatrician was like, he can't speak. And I'm like, he's not. He's 18 months.
You were like,
Because I called Brody and I freaked out. I'm like, is my son stupid?
He was like Tony Soprano. He's like, well, Einstein didn't speak till he was 4.
Yes.
He was like,
I literally had a freak out on the phone with Brody.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, is my son fucking stupid? And Brody's like, no,
no.
he's not
Yeah.
2 yet. He's like, some kids don't speak till they're 3.
Yeah.
Now he's counting
That's not
to
a big
fucking
deal.
10.
Like,
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, my kids
Yeah,
talk
whatever.
pretty early, but like that, it's not. Each kid's different, right? Like,
Thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Anyways, but yeah, those are some of my traumas. Some of my Christmas traumas. Look, you want me to just get the big one out of the way? What he did?
Well,
Just get it out of the
before
way.
you go
or
into
what?
the big
Yes.
one, I wanted to circle back to what Evan was saying about like
Yes.
the goofy wrapped presents and shit.
Oh
One
yes,
year-
yes.
One year when my sister
Oh,
was
yeah.
pregnant with her first child, I was, let's see, I would have been, shit, how old was I? She's 12 years old.
How old's your
I was
nephew
like,
or niece?
I was like 8, 7 or 8.
Okay.
And
Oh,
my
damn.
parents, yeah, because my sister's 12 years older than I am. And I
Okay,
think she
okay,
had
okay.
the first one when she was 20, I want to say. But anyway,
Crazy, dude.
they wrapped a present for her, and I don't remember what it was. I feel like it was like a ring or something like that in a diaper. And they took like chocolate and peanut butter and mixed it together.
Oh,
and
that's
put this
good.
fucking
Come
ring
on.
right.
That's perfect.
Come
That's perfect.
on.
That's exactly what's supposed to be. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be just so fucking funny because it takes away from the monotony of just like, oh, here's another wrapped one with the
Yeah.
same wrapping paper. Oh, can't wait. It's a shaving kit. My parents have gotten me a shaving kit for the past 6 years,
Because they
bro.
want you to shave that goatee off.
Bro, they're
No,
not-
let him keep it. He shaves off. He looks like a fucking
Bro.
4-year-old.
I'll shave it off like
Don't, please
tomorrow.
Don't.
I'm gonna do
No,
it.
we
I
like
like
it.
it.
We like it on the
I
show.
like it.
I know. I'm gonna change it.
The
I'm
No.
gonna go.
Stop.
I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna shave my head too. Go egg form for Christmas.
Hey, what the fuck was that supposed to mean?
No, you pull
don't
off.
have egg.
You pull it
You
off.
don't have egg. I have egg.
My
While I'm sitting here
me.
cuddling my pillow.
I look like a shaved mole rat when I shave my head, dude.
Like
I fully
Rufus from
mad-
Kim Possible?
Maybe. I don't remember who that is. I didn't watch Kim Possible as a kid.
There was a pretty cool documentary I once saw about Rufus and Kim Possible.
Probably not the documentary we're all thinking of, Nick.
Yeah, Rufus does some pretty heinous shit. All right,
was
what's
Rufus
up?
Was Rufus played by a tall bald guy who looks like Johnny Sins? Maybe
Rufus-
his name was
He
Johnny
was, also,
Sins.
he was also black in this documentary.
Oh, then it wasn't
What?
Johnny Sins.
I don't think it was Kim
It's-
Possible.
Something tells me it has nothing to do with the show.
No.
I used to fuck with my wife quite a bit too. Like I'd get one of those spoof boxes or something, and it'd be like jewelry or something, and I'd tape
Yeah.
it to the side of the box inside, and then
You're
I'd
such
like
an asshole.
tape fucking rocks and shit in there. So when she'd shake it or like pick it up, she's like, "Why is it so heavy?" Like I'd always do that, and I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I
It's
think
too much.
my mom's stocking one year, my dad comes over to me like a week before Christmas and he's like, hey, I'm gonna just fill your mom's stockings with socks. And I was like, go ahead and do it. She went and she opened up that stocking. It was 100% just socks. There was no gift in there. She just
Neil.
which is what happened was that she opened up another gift and it was some fucking necklace or ring or something like that. So it was just like,
I'm gonna
but like,
put-
I mean, we're not gonna lie, we all cracked up like just watching her pull out one sock. 2 socks.
Neil.
It just kept going, and I was like, "That's so funny."
I'm gonna put a brick in Perry's present this year,
There you go.
like a big ass brick.
You have 5
like,
days,
there you go.
by the way.
Oh, I have bricks at my shop,
There you go.
Just picks one up from outside. Oh, speaking
or,
of that,
or a pallet. Just bring a pallet home. Be like, here you go.
speaking of other,
Oh, go ahead, Evan.
sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say one of the goofy gifts my parents did for me. I think I was probably like 13. They got me. There was a big box, and I was like, "What the fuck could this be?" And I opened it up, and it's like a portable heater. Like that's the box, and I was like, "What the fuck do I need a portable heater at the age of 13?"
You look
And I
cold.
I open up the box, and inside the box is an iPhone 4 case, like still in like as I thought the phone was still in the box. I go in and I grab it and I open it up. The phone is not in there. They're like, no, you're just getting this like next month. And I was like, bro. I was like, you could have just waited. You could have just given it to me.
My parents
Like-
did a fucking scavenger hunt one year with a guitar.
Oh,
that's
fuck
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay,
like-
that's
With a
kind of
guitar,
cool.
oh, I'd kill him.
Yeah,
That's cool though.
It was, yeah, at the end I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, but yeah, I had to like go around the house and find all the fucking clues and shit. It was neat. Like at the end,
That's neat.
I got the guitar and I was stoked. But one year my wife might be pissed about this one, but one
Yeah,
year
buddy.
I kept joking. I was like, I'm gonna put a fucking butt plug in your stocking, like and sure enough. Everything else was on top, and at the very bottom, she reached down in and grabbed this fucking butt plug.
That's so funny.
Was it
For
a
the
small
record-
butt plug or
Yeah,
a big butt
For
plug?
the record, it hasn't been used, just so she doesn't get upset about it. But yeah, I absolutely.
Amber's sitting up there sweating, going,
Yeah, she's going, "What the
"Look,
fuck?"
come on, Brody, shut up."
I'm
I
waiting for that door
absolutely-
behind him to slam the
Right,
fuck
like
open.
what the? Yeah, I absolutely hit a butt plug in her fucking stocking, and it
That's
made me
hilarious.
laugh so hard, and I don't think she found it nearly as funny as I did.
Amber.
I'm gonna do that for Nick's gift.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Amber, if you're listening right now,
I'm
you
waiting for
have
the
to hide a cock ring in Brody's stocking this year.
No, a
Yeah,
Baldo.
put me with a good time.
a
Oh, a Baldo. Amber, listen, lady. A Baldo. Look it up. Oh, Amber's a sweetheart. Amber is a sweetheart.
That
Amber,
would be
Baldo,
I'm waiting.
please.
I'm waiting for that photo. I'm waiting for that photo in the OBO chat.
Brody
Oh,
gets a
no.
fucking Baldo.
Boys.
I'll send Amber $1,000 that I don't even have.
Yeah.
I'm like, Amber, you did it. Here you go, chick.
I
$1,000.
would laugh
That
so
would-
hard. Like that would be
I would-
incredible,
I would
and I would
crack up.
immediately post it to the OBO Twitter. Like
I
right
Here's a
would
real
now.
question.
Crack
Real
the
question.
fuck up.
Would you try it on?
Yeah, I gotta
Yes!
try it.
Yeah!
Bro, he's a guy. Watch your fucking levels. dude.
I can't help it. I can't help it. No one's home. And Brody said he would put the Baldo on.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
he? He's a guy. I
Just
would
sit
do
there,
that shit.
Amber,
right?
check this out.
See, the butt plug never got used, but I'll fucking try the Baldo on. See what the fuck this
Yeah.
is all about, right?
I heard it's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna get Nick a butt plug, but there's gonna be a piece of paper on there that's taped on there that says only for Nick's usage. He can only go in his butt. He cannot go in
If it goes on my
anybody else's.
ass, I'm sending you a picture of it in my ass.
This is also true. He absolutely will.
This sounds like a horror story.
Give me the
Jesus.
one with the tail.
Yeah.
You want the fox tail? There you go.
And I'll
So-
see how hard I can fart.
This is really funny because before the episode, Amber, I was talking. Her uncle listens to Diggity, and she's like,
Oh,
"God,
cool.
I hope he doesn't listen to OBO." Like
I
I
hope
was
he
like, I
doesn't.
don't think he knows anything about OBO. It's fine. And she was like, "Well, I mean, because that's way out there, right? Like that is for a certain group of people." And I was like, "No, it's really not. Like if you listen to Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer on Two Bears One Cave, like." There was one episode not too long ago where Bert went to the sex shop and bought like he bought matching butt plugs that were like vibrating and had remote controls and shit, and they like put them in between their butt cheeks. They didn't like insert them, right? And they were sitting there like fucking with each other's remotes and shit.
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
this is not that far out. Like we get out there sometimes. but
We're actually
even
not
then,
as
it's like,
bad.
Yeah,
We're
like,
not as bad because we don't do any
haven't
heavy
tried to
segments.
pleasure each other on the show, so we're good.
Right.
We can make it
I mean,
happen.
well, they did a thing today. I mean,
Could.
granted, we got to look at it too, though.
It's
That
gonna be
like
an
I don't know about
impressive remote.
I don't know about Two Bears One Cave, but I know that for like YMH, that is like a 2-3 hour long podcast.
Yeah.
Like they
Full of
and
hell.
and they're prepared. They're like they've got drinks, they've got edibles, they've got shit ready to go. Like that's a whole production, right? And
Yeah.
it's like so that's not surprising. But like their episode that came out today, Bert and Tom listened to an ASMR lady.
In that same episode, they were talking about, or Bert had also bought a fleshlight that was modeled after Christy Mack, and Tom's like, I have her number. Like, I feel like I should text her and make sure this is okay if we play with this thing. I was like, what the
So
fuck?
funny.
Like, she's selling it. I'm pretty sure she's probably okay with people playing with it.
I'm assuming Christy Mack does not care because she doesn't. I don't even think she does
Adriana-
porn anymore.
They said something about
Adriana-
she doesn't do it anymore.
No, she doesn't have to.
Chechik Adriana Chechik said on a live stream, she was talking about Tom and Bert, and she's like, "Come on, boys, when are we doing this?" And
Oh, yeah.
Tom's like, "Oh shit, are we really?" And he yells
And
at
they
Bert,
called
he's like,
their
"Get on this,
wives.
you asshole!"
Yeah, they called their
Yeah.
wives. Yep.
They were like, "Yo, you cool with this?"
Christina wasn't too stoked on that. I
Yeah.
don't believe.
I can't remember what their workaround was for it or something. They had some sort of a weird workaround.
Dude,
They're like, okay, but hear me out. Like, we'll do
Yeah.
this and this and this. And she's still like, absolutely fucking
No.
not. Like, you guys
She's
are
like, no,
idiots.
Tom. She's like, no, Tom. I don't think so.
I think we
Beautiful.
all listened to that together.
Tom
I
was
think-
so
Yeah.
bummed.
I'm pretty sure Jeff sent, and Amber just commented in the chat and said, Baldo doing it.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Girl, no,
yes.
you ain't.
Oh, she
Girl, no,
probably
you ain't.
would.
What are you doing?
Here,
It
time
might
out,
come
time
a
out,
little bit
time out.
late, but it'll be
Time
here.
out.
It's
Time
in the
out. I got
YouTube
this.
chat.
Time
out, I got this.
That's
She
fucking
said she
great.
was gonna listen for a while, so I was like,
That's funny.
This butt
I
plug
said-
story
that's-
might be risky."
I
That's
said I
funny.
sent Amber my email, and I told her to send me the receipt. So I'll know, and Evan will know if it happens. You will
Oh,
not
he'll-
know, Brody.
I'm gonna get a call. I'm gonna get a call on my way to work, and he's gonna be like, "Evan, it's happened." And
Amber's
I'm gonna do it.
researching Baldo right now. She's like, could be kind of cool, Brody. She goes upstairs. She's like, I was looking into it. Could be kind of cool.
Could be kind of neat.
All right. Anyways,
Did
But
you
yeah,
want to
man.
tell? Did you
What?
have anything else to tell about your Christmas? I don't know
He
why
had
I'm
a
asking
trauma
this because
story
I
he was
don't.
going into.
I ask about it and I don't want to listen to it at the same time. It's like a weird, like it's a guilty thing of like I feel like I'm bad if I feel like I'm a bad friend if I don't
feel
say hey.
obligated.
But like yeah, I do
It's
feel I have
funny.
this sort of like
It's
it
funny.
is and it isn't because it's like dude, you don't like bro, your dad bought 2 PS2s in the event he broke one. Like that's
that's what I grew up
I-
with. I got two
again,
stories.
again, I give him the props for thinking about himself enough to know I might fucking break it. But at the same time, it's like Brody said, you don't need to Thanos snap the thing out of existence. You just need to not snap
So-
it all.
So 1 year. This is a short. This is a short story. I'll go into the actual trauma story. Julian and Lucas, if they're listening, this is their first
That was
time hearing
lovely.
about this. This is their first time hearing about this.
Oh,
They-
great.
Is
they-
it my first time hearing
This is
about
quite
it?
the way to break
it's
it
your
to
first
it.
time.
Okay, because of
Does
this, I need to
Julian
get another
listen?
drink. So vamp for like
They-
a
they-
minute or
they-
two.
I know
both-
Lucas
okay.
does.
They both listen. Jules and Luke both listen.
Does he?
I have to wait for Evan to get back to tell the story.
Just
vamp,
yeah, just.
But yeah, no, they both listen to the show. A lot of people I know listen to the show. My boss listens to the show.
That's wild. I'm
It's
pretty sure.
dangerous.
I'm pretty sure my boss has no idea that I podcast, and that's
Keep
probably
it that way.
for the best.
Keep it that way.
She
Because like
is-
mine was like
Oh my god, my wife just said she's literally on the Baldo site currently.
Amber,
Ugh.
dude.
Payback years later. This was like 7
if-
years ago that I bought that
As
thing.
if you're mad.
I'm
You
not.
said you were going to put it on.
Yeah. I'll send you a fucking picture of my balls in this thing.
No, you won't. I will fucking. No, you won't. That's my Christmas present. No, you won't. I will die. Just because it makes your balls look like a little torpedo.
Yeah.
It's sweet. So like by using this, first off, okay, we're gonna go back to the aerodynamics of this. Yes, technically using this, you never actually come.
Yeah, because it's
Do you
your
think? Do you
balls.
think? Do you think that you can't come from having your balls played with?
We're not going into that.
You
Some people can
with
come
your
by
dick not getting
willing it
touched.
into existence.
It's
Yeah.
bullshit how they can do that. I can't even make myself not do it.
What?
Yeah, dude. I've looked, get down with my wife, and I'm like, come on, Nick, pull through for 5 more minutes. I'm like, I'm done.
Nothing beats the BAM story.
Oh no, we're not going back to that.
The
Anyways,
one with the BAM.
the one with the band. Now that you're back.
The one with the BAM.
So this is again, if Julian and Luke are listening, or when they do, this is their first time hearing this story. My dad had bought us my mom had bought us a guinea pig. Oh, his fucking headphones are off. What is this guy? What?
What is
Okay.
he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
I was getting the fan to stop because it's getting cold in here, but I'm sweating.
And it's picking up on the mic.
Sorry.
I don't. Whatever. That's not that bad of a
Sweating like a
So-
whore in
I
church,
cared,
dude.
It's fine.
So they had purchased us a guinea pig.
It's
I
already
had-
bad.
yes.
It's an animal. It's already
Yes,
bad.
It's not nice.
Okay,
He
good thing.
stumbled home drunk, and he had. Uh-oh. The price point on the Baldo rules, dude.
It is
$60.
always. It always tastes like antiseptic. Jesus Christ.
So he comes home wasted. and he had stepped on the cage in his work boots, his Red Wing steel toe work boots.
How big was this cage? They usually have large cages for guinea pigs.
It was the pre-cage
They do.
to go into the big cage.
Oh, okay.
It says you have a ballgasm.
Amber, make this happen for my mans. So
Good Lord.
I woke up first that Christmas, and I'm like, this present looks all fucked up. So, okay. And I opened it, and it's just this guinea pig, and it's like fucking eyes were like exploded from its head. He fucking full force like stepped on this fucking
and
guinea
just
pig.
left it?
He didn't know he did it until I was like, hey, Mom, you need to go in the living room before like the boys wake up. Because they were like little guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so
I was like 12.
Opening presents before they even got up?
I saw a fucked up present.
Oh. Gotcha.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just like kind of like peeled the shit back. And I'm like, oh, that thing's dead. That thing's dead as fuck.
How
Like his
long-
entire
Did he step on it that day or?
he stepped on it that night when he got home from work drunk.
Oh
So-
no.
Dude, so like my mom, I was like, hey, you need to come look at this. She comes out and goes, what? And I'm like, this fucking thing is exploding in the cage. Dude, this thing is like fucking head was just like, dude, my dad fucking like,
Bro.
if the guinea pig could haunt my dad, that's how it would look.
Like Doug Trio?
I got that shit so fast, dude.
So like my mom had to just like throw this guinea pig away.
Dude, Brody, you're just giving me fucking
Yeah.
fodder.
So
here,
like
bro.
she had no other choice. She had to
You
throw
look,
the thing away.
you look like Michael from Vsauce in that second photo.
God,
There's
he
no
does.
way about it.
What?
There's no way about it. Hold
Every
on.
bald guy with a beard I look like. Like I've been compared
no,
to
no.
the Jake Lair from August Burns Red. I've been compared
yeah.
to Vsauce. Like anybody that is bald with a beard, it's like, hey, you look like him. Like motherfucker.
When
I
you-
mean, I'm
hold on.
okay with the August Burns Red reference, but
Bro, look at this and tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know who Vsauce is
That's
other
like
than a Google.
damn
I
He's good.
also
You'll
can't
watch
look at that because I'm full screened right now.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's
Well,
fine.
that's fucking perfect. No, that's
But,
like actually just fantastic.
That's one trauma though.
We have two guinea pigs, and for whatever reason, my sister changed their names from Hall and Oates, which was fantastic, to Lucky and Buddy, which pisses me off. Because it's like you just picked two fucking random. You looked at a book and just picked two names or two words that you saw first. I was like, Hall and Oates actually was pretty good because she likes Hall and Oates. I was like, that's great. I probably would have named them John and Paul, but like or like Mick and Keith. Like you got a lot of duos to work with, right? Like you can go with anybody. But she picked just two random words, and I was like, that annoys me. But one of their eyes exploded.
Ew.
Like,
is that a common thing for guinea pigs?
I don't think so. What happened with this one? I believe it's Oates, and Oates, like it was some sort of infection, and somebody like either we didn't notice it or it was like it was an emergency and it was happening that night, and like that's what it was.
Yeah.
But like, dude, this motherfucker looked like a Resident Evil villain. Like it was
really?
bulging.
Because
It
this
was bulging
motherfucker's
out.
like, dude, this guinea pig. When I looked at it, was like this.
Yeah,
I work
no,
with
this
a
was-
guy that has bulging eyes, and I'm just waiting for one of those motherfuckers to pop out one day. Like when he gets
Dude, it was,
angry, that motherfucker just.
Yeah, it was like
Big
his
vein.
just like expanded, and it was like really not looking good. So my dad had to bring it to like the vet, and then he texted us like an hour later, and he was like, "Yeah, they got to get rid of it." So now we just have a one-eyed guinea pig, and
Better than a stepped-on guinea pig.
well,
So,
I mean, really, I mean, I don't think I'd like to talk to the guinea pig and see what he thinks because I feel like he might just
mean,
be
he's still
like,
alive.
bro, just
It's all right.
he's like, bro, just let me die already. I can't even see out of one eye. Like, bro,
You just can't
like
see
when-
one side. It's fine.
my dad likes to intentionally tease him by going to the side he can't see out of and talking to him.
Oh, what a bastard!
My dad put a cat in a microwave, bro. He didn't turn it on. I'd like to express that out, but he just
No, I heard
he
the
was-
story. But he was just
he
joshing.
was at his best friend's house, and they were both drunk, and his best friend has two cats, and he just picked it up and just put it in the microwave and shut the door and then just looked at it while it looked back at him, and they just looked at each other for like a minute, and then he opened it up and let him out.
I'd clean the
It was
fuck
like-
out of that microwave, by the way. Like,
Yeah, I would
cats
too.
literally shit in a box and then walk around in that motherfucker.
His best friend just looked at him while he did it, and he was like, "Were you gonna turn it on?" And my dad was like, It took a lot of strength of me not to. My dad doesn't like cats. He's allergic, but like he doesn't like them anyway. He's kind of like Polly Walnuts.
Yeah, there's
Like-
snakes with fur.
They suck the breath right
No,
out
they
of
have
babies.
legs. You can't
Yes,
trust
yeah.
snakes because they don't have fucking legs. That's how that works.
Oh boy.
Snakes are cool. The ones that aren't poisonous, like the one that Matt tried to sell to all of us. He's like, "You want a python?"
What a
No.
fucking jerk off. What a fucking jerk. I get a text from this asshole going, "Hey, dude, do you want a boa constrictor?" I went,
No.
Oh,
I
it's
was
a boa
like, dude,
constrictor.
I was like, no, I got fucking all these other goddamn animals that I
You got
barely have time to
chinchillas.
fucking make sure they're alive.
You got chinchillas, 3 cats, 3 dogs, right?
5 chinchillas, 3 cats,
5
3
chinchillas. I
dogs,
didn't
and
say
a,
the amount. I
and
didn't
a
remember how many.
fucking lizard.
I
And a fucking
fucking
lizard. And-
hate snakes. Absolutely fucking despise
Well,
snakes.
I don't mind gardener snakes. I don't mind the snakes that you can put little top hats on. But like, bro,
Yeah.
you just told me you
I
had
mean,
a
that's
boa
fair.
constrictor.
You can't
Yeah.
just
Like-
put top hats on a fucking snake, bro.
Yes, you can,
Little gardener snakes are fine. Like they're kind of cute, right? Like
bro.
Yeah, they're
kinda
fine.
thing. They're fine. Like
Bro,
I've actually
it's-
looked when I'm like, ooh, snake. It's snake.
Yeah,
But,
look
yeah.
at this image, Nick. That is literally this is in my search history. I typed in a snake and it popped up immediately with snakes with
That
hats.
thing looks mean as fuck, dude.
No, he's not mean. He's harmless.
He's orange. He's pissed.
Yeah,
He's a
orange is
gardener
usually not
snake.
good. That's like nature's
Garden-
way of being like, stay the fuck away from it.
It's like red light, dude.
No, gardener snakes are fine.
Oh, that's a gardener snake?
Gardener snake's
yeah.
fine.
Well,
Okay.
gardener snakes are typically like that one looks fucking scary because he's got the little things on the side. But like,
Yeah, he looks like a little dragon guy,
but like,
bro.
but like, look at those guys, and then look at, bro. You can't. There's a complete difference.
Dude, look
There's
at that! Look at that thing's fucking goddamn like neck flare.
But look at that.
No, I'll fucking
guy up-
shoot that thing with my pistol.
So
The guy above is fine.
I wanted to ask, so did you guys just never get a guinea pig?
Santa brought that one late.
That one came a little bit late, huh?
Yeah, his brother came late. Yes.
Okay, so your brothers, for all intents and purposes, had no idea that like it just came late. They didn't know anything about like.
Not
the
until
fuck-
I reopened this can of worms tonight. No.
Well, sorry,
What?
Lucas and Julian.
You know?
Sorry,
But, like-
fellas.
Oh man, he did so many stupid things, man. The big fucking story is this, and I'll make it short. We woke up one year, me and my little brothers woke up to no presents under the tree because my dad got so fucking drunk, and I don't know what. He's a bastard, but he does good things. He would always buy gifts for like the less fortunate and the
Yeah.
Goodwill kids and all that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it is for someone like him. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Problem is, he took all the gifts to the Goodwill and the fucking poor kids that fucking Christmas. So then I had Christmas like one of the fucking poor kids. We didn't have Christmas, and my grandma had to sneak over in the middle of the night and write a hand fucking made note on like this gold paper where she had to fucking like ink quill
Calligraphy,
pen-
that shit. Yeah.
yeah, dude. And it was like, sorry, Dumitrescu brothers. Santa had too much stuff on his sleigh for you guys. So I had to turn back and we'll bring it back soon. Love, Santa. And I looked at my fucking brothers and went, this is some real bullshit right about now. Santa's
some real fucking bullshit.
this is some real bullshit. So like we woke up 2 mornings later and there was like an Xbox. It turned out to be a good Christmas.
It was
But
just
like waking
almost
up-
New Year's Day.
waking up to looking at that man grow a beard in the middle of the night, going, "What is the presents?" And I went, "I don't know, asshole. You tell me."
Yeah, I don't
Where
know,
are the
fucking
presents?
Santa.
That is present.
What are the presents? His beard is already growing. He's so fucking hungover and haggard. Yeah, that's the funny story. I woke up. Me and my little brothers woke up to nothing one year.
I
What
wonder
is
if,
so crazy to me is like at your wedding, like I didn't talk to your mother, but I saw who your mother was, and
She's a
hearing
nice old lady.
hearing all of the stories about your dad, and then seeing your mom like a normal person is so startling because I could sit there and be like, how the fuck did this work?
It was a
was so-
whole thing, dude. It's a
It's so
whole
weird
thing.
seeing. I actually didn't even get to talk to her, and that really annoyed me. I didn't
She
get
was
to talk
busy.
to
I didn't talk to her
Pretty
either.
busy.
Well, I mean, she was
We were
busy,
all
but
busy.
She
like,
was following Landon and hanging out and
yeah.
stuff. So
And I was talking to you two. I talked to you and Amber, and then
Yeah.
I talked to Chad and his girlfriend and everybody at that table, and then, just like But I wanted to talk to Nick's family, and I remember I got pretty heartbroken by Renee.
Oh
Did I
god.
tell Nick this story?
My mother-in-law thought he was Yoder.
Oh,
And I was,
okay.
we love Yoder on the show. We love Yoder.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yoder's
have a
awesome.
problem with Yoder. I don't have a problem with Yoder. I do not look like Yoder in any capacity.
No?
No, you don't. No.
And not only that, that's not even the biggest thing. Is that Renee knows Yoder, right?
Yes.
What the fuck? Like what?
And Renee is
Like-
awesome. She's
No,
always
and she's
always
no,
awesome.
she's-
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Renee
she's
is
cool.
always
You've
awesome.
told me about it. Yeah, she's cool. But I remember I was talking to Ben when that happened, and I helped them because I helped get Landon inside. And Ben looked at me and he goes, "She called you Yoder," and I was like, "This night's ruined. There's nothing better that can happen now."
What did he say?
He was like, "All you can do is drink, my friend." And that's
He
exactly
also-
what we. That is
throughout-
exactly what we did.
Throughout the entire night, all I hear Ben go when something stupid would happen, which very little stupid shit happened at my wedding. I'm very fortunate.
Yeah,
But Ben would
well,
go, he goes, "Wedding's canceled." And he would just walk outside and light up a cigarette. I was like,
that's
awesome.
that's often what we were. You guys, because I don't remember what happened. Oh yeah, no. So you and Perry went to go do your golden hour photos,
Yeah.
and Matt and everybody else went back to the hotel to pick up Robin, and
But
just
before
take
or
care of
after
everything
everyone was
else.
smoking weed in the parking lot.
I wasn't.
Everyone else in my fucking friend group is outside fucking
I wanted to
cheating.
be
Holy
mostly
shit.
sober for the rest of it, just so I didn't fuck anything up. But no, so it was Ben and I for like a good hour just
Yeah.
shooting the shit outside, and he's like, you could probably get a drink or something like that. And I was like, I specifically did not want to get a drink because I knew if I got a drink, I probably would keep going because I did not want to fucking deal with the festivities. I didn't want.
He didn't want to dance, and you only had
didn't wanna do
dance with
shit.
Miranda for like a hot second.
No, it wasn't even that. I didn't want to deal with any of this shit. I think it's all fucking dumb. Like I was
The
there
formalities of it all.
the formality is just dumb.
I
just was
danced
like,
with
get it.
Nick. Kind of.
Me and Brody
Dancing
fucking
is
you-
probably a strong word
We
for what I
boogied.
did. I
you
swear.
didn't boogie.
We
It
boogied.
literally-
We
we have
boogied.
the photo. It looks like Brody's about to beat the shit out of you, and you're trying to tell him not to do it.
Well, it's
Like,
because here. So
he
fucking-
literally has a clenched fist of rage.
It just happens. Like it's not intentional. I'm not gonna
He's
punch
like,
anybody. Like they just kind of clench.
well,
you
at
look
one-
like
oh.
this, and Nick looks
No,
like
it's down. It's like the Arthur like meme.
It's like
down.
this. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, but like at one point in the night, I was too amped up. I wasn't drunk. I didn't get drunk that night. I was just tipsy, and I was like, I gotta introduce everyone to everybody. So I pull Brody and Amber from their conversation with people to my wife's conversation, who she's having a very deep conversation with a friend of hers. And I'm like, "Hey, this is Amber and Brody." She was like, "Hello, Amber and Brody." Nick.
The fuck.
She's like, she pulls me aside and goes, "You made me look like an asshole in front of Amber and Brody, but I was just trying to finish this. I wanted to go talk to them after the conversation, Nick." And I went,
Yeah.
"Oh." She's like, "What do you mean, oh, asshole?"
I didn't
Like,
fault her for it.
sometimes when Perry yells at you, you talk like a caveman. I find it real. I feel like it's a defense mechanism that you don't
What do
even
you
fully
mean? I
realize
thought
you
like
have.
caveman.
She did that, and you went, "Oh," like you didn't even like you had no knowledge. You were just like, "Okay." He's like, "I didn't even see you talking to anybody else. I thought you were just like talking to the air." Like, I
Dude,
didn't know anything else.
I
Like, you
fudged that so hard.
It's
That was
all
dude,
good,
it,
man.
it was a good night. It was a good night. There was
Yeah.
nothing bad that happened. I mean, it was probably the best wedding I've ever been to, and I've been to 3, of which or 4, I've been to 4, and out of all 4 of them, I can only remember 1, which was this one. So that's considered good in my book.
Yeah.
I was
Mostly
what,
because
Brody?
I
It was
could
not
actually
a big
drink.
deal. It's fine.
Yeah,
All right, thumbs up,
no,
guys.
it was good. It was a fun time.
You were so concerned with everyone else, and I'm like, motherfucker, enjoy your goddamn wedding.
You said that to me at one
I
point. You're
did.
like, "Dude,
Of
go
course
have
I
fun."
did.
You're
As
like,
he-
"Go
as
have
he
fun."
should have.
Fucking stop worrying about everyone else and enjoy your wedding. Like just
He fucking I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I'm actually fucking annoyed at myself now that I just completely forgot about it. Because we were at the hotel waiting for everything else to happen, and you were like, "Hey man, I don't have to do anything yet because Perry hasn't texted us." And I was like, "That's understandable. I mean, she typically knows what's what, and like she's got the schedule in her head, and she knows what to do
Absolutely,
and like
yeah.
how to tell us, right?" So I was cool with that answer every time. But then it was like every 15 minutes Matthew Granule was like, "We gotta go, Nick. We're late on the schedule." And you were like, "I haven't gotten a text from Perry.
Oh my god,
I don't know what to
want
do."
schedules with this fucking guy. Matt, I love you, dude. At
He's
the
not gonna
bachelor,
listen to this.
the batch, I don't care. Bachelor party.
Oh yeah, you can.
We've
fight
had
him
2
for it.
drinks, time to go, and I'm like,
Bro.
no, let's just stay here.
Yeah.
We could have
They're
stayed
gonna-
at Detroit City Distillery for
Dude,
the entire day, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
would have been so like.
We went there
props to Matt.
yesterday, Brody. By the way, you should have came. I know it was kind of last
we
minute.
went on Friday. We went Friday night.
I didn't even know
Holy
anything
shit,
about it until I saw a picture.
Holy shit.
Saturday night. We went Saturday night. Yeah, no,
that's what
Brody,
it was.
you wouldn't have been able to come up to Michigan. Just
No,
for
I
that.
had
that was the joke.
Christmases the Saturday and Sunday.
When it gets warmer out, we'll go back.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll get you over here for Detroit City because, dude, good time. I ended up at Detroit City Distillery. I was coming out of the bathroom and I had my drink in my hand.
Oh yeah.
There was like a party of like older people, not like 50s, I'd say, right, Evan, like 50-year-olds, something
They're
like
probably
that.
in their 40s.
40s,
Probably
50s,
in their
whatever.
40s, 50s, yeah.
Dude sways and like gets me, and I was like, oh shit, and I kind of spilled, and he's like, oh my bad, dude. I'm like, you're fucking good, man. I was like, you're taking a picture, and I grab him and his friend, and I just I arm them in, and I'm like, and they're like, all right, they're so stoked. I go outside to like go vape, and my buddy Kyle, you met Kyle.
I met Kyle, yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle's
yeah.
like, of course it's Nick at the bar, fucking just chat with people, in selfies with people. And I'm like, what? He's like, you're too social. It's fucking stupid. And I'm like, what do you want me to do, dude?
I love Kyle's like the nicest, calmest guy all the time, and
Yeah.
then when he doesn't even really get mad when
I irritate him.
He's even remotely upset. But like he has the same like monotonous voice the entire time. So like if I'm talking to him and he's like, bro, Nick's so fucking stupid. And I was like, yeah, you know what, man? He kind of does get pretty dumb. He's like, bro, it's fucking insane how annoying he is sometimes. And I love listening to him talk.
I'm not annoying.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I'll fucking cut you, dude.
Right there. Right there.
I had such a hard time like reading Kyle because I the first time I met him was your bachelor party, and
Yeah.
he was so like very like you
He's
said, monotone and like
He's funny though.
he
fucking
was
funny.
cool as shit, and I really enjoyed hanging out with him. But I for the first like couple hours, I'm like, I don't know if this guy likes me. Like I'm the new guy here. I was like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm here already, so fuck it. But like, but yeah, come to find out, as the night went on and as we drank more and everything, I'm like, no, that's just how he is. He's just quiet.
Well,
it's fine.
The more and more him and Ben got high,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you were like, they like me. I'm like, I told you they did, because it's just Ben and Kyle and Brody in the back just fucking talk.
Ben and Kyle are like the same, but Ben is even more monotone.
He's
like,
more dry. His humor is so dry.
So dry, and
he hits you with those one-liners
so
though.
Much because
Wedding's canceled.
Like I'm,
Yes.
I'm very much like
I'm hyper. You're hyper.
I can be hyper. Like in a social setting, I'm hyper. Otherwise, I'm pretty calm. But yeah, like in a large group like that, I fucking bounce around and I get hyper and shit like this. And then like you're talking to Ben, and I'm like cracking jokes and shit. I'm like, oh, he fucking thinks I'm an idiot. He's not laughing at any of it. And then I finally got him to smile a little bit. I'm like, bitch, I won.
Yeah, it took me a while because I've met Ben a handful of times or I've met him more than a handful, but I've met him
hung
a
out
lot,
with Ben a good amount.
Yeah, I have, but like it's only been or maybe at least it's where I've noticed recently where like I'll say something and I'll actually see Ben crack a laugh or smile or something like that.
Yeah,
and that is honestly more impressive than getting anybody else to laugh as a guy who typically doesn't. And it's like, yes, I fucking like I don't even care if everything else fucks up for the rest of the night. I made him laugh. That's all that matters. And like I
almost did a lap around Matt's house. I was so excited. I'm like, fucking got him to laugh. Yes.
It's catching their one-liners though. Like Ben will say something and he'll add that little last touch. You're like, what the fuck?
Funny.
And it's the funniest shit in the world. But he's just sitting there going, they're like, yeah, of course you're fucking stoked. That was the funniest thing ever.
When it comes down to like with how different everybody in the group is, where it's like, yeah, Nick's hyper and like Kyle's very calm and chill and stuff like that. I don't know who I feel bad for when Nick gets super hyper. I felt bad for Kyle on Saturday because he was sitting there trying to eat his Big Mac.
Oh, fuck you.
Nick's eating like 2 McDoubles and 5 McChickens.
No, I had one fucking. They only brought me a McChicken.
Yeah, I know.
I said McChickens.
Yeah, you said 2, and I got my 20 nugs. I was happy.
I said McChickens.
They didn't get me barbecue sauce though. They got me ranch for some fucking
You
reason.
were pissed. We
I
put on
wasn't,
an episode
like-
of The Sopranos,
dude.
by the
okay.
way,
We
which is the
put on-
funniest thing in the world. Brody, you will have to sit with us after the show so we can show you this, a little bit of it, so you can see how funny it fucking is.
So here's the thing with it, right? Is that this happens with some shows where there's an episode of the HBO show called Barry, which if you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend. It's very funny, very good, and they're only half an hour, like so they're easy to watch. But like there's an episode in the second season where I showed it to my parents, and they're like, "It's in the middle of the second season. We're not going to know anything." I'm like, "This is an episode where you need to know nothing. You just need to know that his name is Barry and he's a hitman. That's all you need to know, and that Stephen Root is his like handler or agent or whatever, like his kind of like boss.
Yeah.
Like that's all you need to know." So I explained that to them, and then we watched it, and they cracked up for 30 minutes, and they started watching the rest of the show from the beginning because it was that kind of episode. This episode of The Sopranos is like that, where it's like all you need to know is that Tony Soprano's the boss of this family, and Chrissy and Paulie are his two guys in the field, right? And like they're sent to kill this dude, and that's all you need to know. There's nothing more to it. Just watch and let the shit roll. And progressively, as this episode goes on, he starts laughing harder and harder at shit that is progressively either just as funny, funnier, or even not even remotely funny.
Because I
He
know
just
what's happening
cracks up at.
next.
Yeah, and that's understandable. But I was just sitting there, and like Matt, Elliot, and Kyle are all looking at each other like, "Holy shit!" Like Connor's
I was
sitting there,
loud.
like,
I was being loud.
Connor's sitting there like, "Holy shit, bro, you keep laughing." Like Paulie goes like, "What the fuck?" And Nick goes, "Ah." And Connor's looking at me like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "No, bro.
No.
He's
I think
fucking
Brody.
hammered."
I think Brody heard me laugh like that when he was here last during the bachelor party. I was
Oh
fucking
yeah, I'm sure.
gone.
I'm
dude.
sure, bro. We need to have another bachelor party night. Like just
Who's getting married next, dude?
I mean, it's pretty much down to Evan or
Evan and
Matt.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evan and
The
Matt.
rest of us are hitched.
Russian mail order brides.
Male is spelled M-A-L-E, bro. So,
I actually cannot be completely honest with you. I spelled it like that naturally.
you stupid asshole.
I actually
You
spelled that naturally.
stupid asshole.
I truly did not
Some
even
fucking
need to.
stacked, and I don't mean muscular. I mean fucking big cocked Russian
Get some
named
fucking
Sergey.
Big Bear
I-
Daddy.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
his name's gonna be Sergey. He's gonna come and be
all
like,
good.
"You cuddle me," and I don't want to call him like Sergey. No, you
Yeah.
cuddle now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna
Sergey
look
is
at you
cold.
and be like, "I be small spoon,
Bro.
you be big spoon."
bro. Yeah, no, that's gonna be the weird thing. It's like, bro, you're like 6'10", you're a whole foot taller. Than me.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
but
Evan,
you'll be
you wanna
big
go
spoon.
bowling?
What? Yeah. Oh, dude, no. If he said, if Sergey ever said that, and he's like, "You want to go bowling?" I'd be like, "You know what, Sergey? I don't think this is working out for us, man.
You know,
I
dude.
think we gotta cut it, man.
Too
Like,
much,
I'm sorry.
Sergey, too much.
Sorry, you're a cool dude. Like you're fun to hang out with. I like playing games with you. You tell me what everybody says in Tarkov when they speak Russian, but like I don't think it's working out, bro.
Evan,
So,
we play
like-
darts.
Yeah. Oh, bro, fuck that. You can get the fuck away from me, bro.
Evan,
You're
in
about to break a
bathroom,
damn
you
dart.
give me your dart.
No.
Yeah.
I'd be-
You know what I'm
I'd be
saying?
like,
That motherfucker's
Sergey, I
like
need
6'4"
to leave.
or something. He's gonna have to like be on the ground, and you're still gonna have to stay on the goddamn toilet seat.
I'm gonna
No,
need
you
to
saying.
step
pimp
school.
him out. You pimp the Russian mail order bride out.
That's exactly what I'll do.
M-A-L-E. You pimp him out, dude. You fucking
Bro.
get him into modeling industries. You fucking put him on the corner, or you goddamn you put him in a brothel.
And just take a piece of the
You
pie.
take all the pie. Fuck him. He still needs to get his green card.
I don't
That's
think you
true.
know how
I
any of
feel
this
like
works.
there's a lot of things that are.
Yeah,
There's
we're
a lot of
missing
things.
that, but-
There's a lot of things I've heard from my family how things work in this country. If you're a
There's
foreigner,
inconsistencies.
I can say this. I'm allowed to say this. I promise.
We have to preface anything that could be considered controversial with I can say it and here's why.
Yeah.
Here's why I can say that.
I
'Cause I've
feel like I
seen
need
crazy-
to like add the disclaimer in there again. Like,
It'll be funny. It's good. So I have a question. It's not Xmas related. It's not anything.
okay,
Who's it directed to? Just both
we've
of us?
been off Xmas
Yeah.
for a little bit here. To be fair,
That's fine.
The first half of the episode was pretty much all
This is
Christmas.
true.
So we
This
did
is
a
true.
pretty good. We
Yeah.
did a pretty good job.
I mean,
Um,
Xmas is a day. We did 30 minutes. It's the same.
At the end of the episode, I will want to ask what Xmas movies we're watching. We'll get to it. But so with the excitement of the new Matrix film coming out, I started rewatching The Matrix today before the show. Actually,
Mhm.
I watched the first one over again. Evan hasn't fucking seen them, so you can't pass judgment.
We
But
need to go get more vodka.
I haven't.
you
either.
do. You haven't seen the Matrix. Stop. Sit down in your fucking chair. Don't move, Evan. You've not seen the Matrix?
I've seen bits and pieces of.
Bro, what the
A couple of them.
fuck? Do you have HBO Max?
Yes.
They know.
If you don't have it, I will send you mine. He can't escape it. I can give him my account.
I was trying to save you.
No, because I'll give him my fucking account. You've not, Brody. What?
Speaking of that,
You're
how
a
do you sign out of-
nerd.
Yes,
sign out
but
of a
they also
TV?
came out when I was still living with my parents. And my parents were very like pretty
when did the
restrictive
Matrix
on a
come
lot
out?
of shit.
I
Right?
masturbated in every room in my house as a kid. Don't talk to me about parents.
What?
What?
I was,
How does that have to do with
I'm not
anything?
sure the correlation here. Like,
they let me smoke cigarettes. Two different households.
Bro.
I get it.
what?
Bro, you know
What is your
bro,
point?
Bro,
I
you know what
understand
was
where you're
going
coming
on?
from. Is what I'm trying to
No,
say.
you don't.
You know
Yes, I
what
do.
was going on when the Matrix came out? You know what was going on for me? I was busy being born, bro. I was
This
I
is
was
also
Well,
true.
I was
Okay.
a twinkle in my dad's eye at this point.
Evan was.
Go watch The Matrix.
You put the fucking knife away. God damn it.
Bro, you,
The-
you
the
can't.
blood
You
knife.
can't have that on the fucking YouTube channel.
I don't feel like that'll
here.
even hurt.
It's the
me, bro.
handle. It could probably hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you got to get close enough to me to do it.
Evan was like barely past
I
sperm
l-
stage at this point.
I was busy being formed as one. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I had fucking.
Where were you conceived, Evan? Did your dad tell you that?
No, I don't think
My
he
dad
probably,
told me I was
probably
I
conceived in
think
the
we
back
should
of a
have
Camaro.
we should have Big Neil on here sometime and ask him.
Oh my
terrible.
God, Evan, get fucking Big Neil on here so I can ask him where you were conceived.
I'm gonna be feeding him drinks before this show. God damn it!
He
That's
called and be
fine.
like, me and the Tamster, dude.
Oh no, you never called her that.
I called
Never.
Evan's mom the Tamster on the phone. I'm like, tell her I said it. He goes, fuck no, dude. And he's like, I'm like,
Like, bro, she fucked. Yeah,
Hamster.
I said that in front of my mom. She goes, Evan. I said, you don't want to know what he said.
she actually doesn't hate me.
No, she doesn't. She does make fun of you though.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
She makes fun of you for the goofiest shit, and I
That's
crack
the
up at it.
duality of Nick. Like nobody hates
Yeah.
him. They just make fun of him.
Matt's
No,
mom
she,
called me
like-
a terror, but she's like, he's a sweetheart, but he looks like a terror because of
I
all
tell
my
them-
tattoos. I'm
Yeah.
like, what
I
the
tell
fuck?
them the dumb stories that you have for me, like when you jumped into the tub after eating the one chip challenge, and my dad just shakes his head. My dad's like getting ice for his cup, and he just shakes his head. He goes, "What a fucking dumbass!" like I've told him some shit before, and he just looks at me like, I don't know how you like hang out with them. Like I don't know how you exist within this realm of like people. And I was like, I don't know either, bro. Like
It's
he's
fun.
9 years older than me. He's literally 9 years old. He's
I'm a
fucking-
kid. I'm a kid.
They're
We didn't say it because we didn't. Happy birthday.
yeah, we
You're
missed
30.
it. It was what
I am
last
30, yes.
Wednesday?
He hates it
Yeah.
because he's, you know how all men hate getting older. Like he hates it now. Like I remember I added everyone in the Discord and I said, "Hey everybody, it's Nick's birthday," which really pisses me off. And to anybody in our server who listens to it, out of the 45 of you that are in there, 3 of you responded. So
Jesus,
the rest of
there's
you can go
45
fuck
people
yourselves.
in there.
Yeah.
I have
Sadly.
literally
I don't know
only
how.
talked to like
Well-
8 of them.
Well, 44 now.
We're not telling that. We're not telling that story on the podcast.
No,
Ooh,
it was
you
just
chased
that was
somebody
that was-
off.
That was
Yeah,
a funny
we'll
one.
get into- yeah, there was a
tell you.
big-
Yeah,
there was a big
you can tell me later.
Uh,
That's fine.
But yes,
Everyone else
to-
gets a good birthday wish on the podcast, except for the owner.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was pissed about. Is
Aw.
well, no, that's what I was pissed about though. Is that he like I added everyone and I said it is Nick's birthday, and 3 people responded, 2 of which were in the Discord at the time, which is like fair. But like all the people that logged onto the Discord and looked at it later did not say anything or did not say anything publicly.
And
which,
usually
I
it's
mean,
my job. It's usually my job on the server to be like, hey, it's so and so's birthday. Wish him happy birthday, and I at every What I don't care though. I don't care. Anyways,
I know you don't care, but I care because these people will talk to you and
Well-
call you their friend, and then they forget to tell you it's their fucking birthday or
and
happy
I
birthday.
appreciate you doing that. I appreciate Brody's actually one of you, Brody, and my wife were the first people to contact me. Brody, fucking like first thing in the morning.
I-
you as
Can
well.
I preface this? Is that you said first thing in the morning you wished him happy birthday? I talked to him on the phone 2 separate times before realizing that it was his birthday
Yeah.
that day, and then called him a 3rd time and said, "Hey, bud, happy birthday!"
Yeah,
And he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, thanks, dude." And I'm like, "Sorry, I forgot twice."
I go into work at like 6 o'clock in the morning usually, like 6 or 7, somewhere in that ballpark.
That's true.
And I sat
talked to
there
him on the
for
way
a
to work.
couple hours, and all of a sudden it like clicked. I'm like, oh fuck, it's Nick's birthday. It's like I gotta text him real quick.
Which I do appreciate greatly. I really do.
But it was just funny that it was like, and because I'm talking to Matt as this happens, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot to wish that motherfucker happy birthday." Yeah. Well, and it's like I remembered where I was like, I talked to him and he didn't bring it up, and which I think actually was funny is that he did bring it up. He said something about how him and Perry were going somewhere for his birthday dinner, like how they were going to do something for their birthday dinner. Or he said something like that, and I just went, "Oh, that's nice." And my stupid Polish head, I can say that because I'm Polish, just went and just, it was like an airplane, just right over. Didn't even fucking acknowledge the fact
register
that he said birthday, and my head went unicorns and rainbows. I don't even know what the fuck he just said. Like, just completely ignored him. And then, I got off work. I was talking to my mom, and I said, yeah, he was talking about how Perry and him were doing some of his birthday. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
And then I just grabbed my phone and called him right in front of my mom. I was like, I got to take this. And she goes, you forgot his birthday, didn't you? I was like, I totally fucking did.
Shut up, hamster.
Speaking, the Tamster, I need to go. Oh, I couldn't have called her that today. She would have killed me. Like, she came home and she was like, I got food for them. I know this is like kind of an off tangent thing.
Yeah, then I want to get back into what I was saying.
Sorry, I apologize. But damn, you don't have to.
No, you're good. Just keep going.
He's like, Evan, hurry the fuck up so I can get back
I know,
to talking.
He's so mad.
I got shit to say.
I got shit to say. He's just spilled water on me.
I did. Before the show, I was spilling water everywhere. That's why we started late.
But no, so so they got back from Grand Rapids today, and then so their favorite bar in Ferndale is called Danny's, and at Danny's there's a bartender there. His name's Jimmy, and they love Jimmy because Jimmy loves the same soccer team as my mom.
Liverpool.
And so they got him a Liverpool scarf, and he was gonna love it, and he did love it. Cool. Yeah. So they went and they gave it to him, and they went there, and then they went to some other place in Royal Oak, and they were drinking and eating food and drinking some more and drinking again, and then they came home and they were both drunk. And my mom, I pick up food for everybody. I pick up our favorite Thai food place, and I shit you not, at least 15 times they ask what everything is. Like, what? It was a simple order. It was 5 dinner salads, 2 for me and 2 for my sister and 1 for my mom, and those were separate. I had them off to the side. There were 2 things called Thai almond chicken, which is just like almond chicken from a Chinese food place, but it's got this sort of Thai sauce on it. Yeah. And then there were 3 garlic and black pepper, all with chicken, all no spice. They were all the same. And they kept asking every 5 minutes.
Like, what the fuck it is.
My dad looks at me and goes, which one's your mom's? And I said, it's the Thai almond chicken that says mild on it. And he grabs the open container that is my sister's that has no spice and pours it into a bowl with rice on it and says, this is for your mom. And I said, that is no spice. That is not mild. You just took Grace's food. And he said, well, you didn't tell me they were different. And I said, well, one of them says no spice and the other one says mild, Dad. And he just went, fuck off. And I was like, understandable.
Fucking love Big Neil.
Bro, he literally just was like, my mom yelled at him and he just went, I fucking hate listening to you.
He's like, I don't care, and just walks off.
My mom was yelling something as she walked in the other room, and my sister goes, did you hear what mom said? And my dad goes, I stopped listening 27 years ago, Grace.
Dude, I aspire to be that man.
They've been married for 25 years. So it's just like, I stopped listening before the marriage even began.
Fuck, dude, he's got balls, dude.
He totally just calls my mom out on shit. Sometimes it cracks me up. But then like she swears more than him. Like, they asked me in the group chat over the weekend. My dad says, no judgment, what does FFS mean? And I just he said, does anybody know what it means? And without saying yes, I just typed it out. I just said it's for fuck's sake. And my mom responds before my dad says, fuck you, Neil Donald. And my dad says, thanks, Evan, my polite and honest son. And I said, happy to help, with a thumbs up. And my mom says, fuck you, Evan Andrew. And my dad was like, that's pretty rude of you, Tammy. It's like, why are we all using names?
They're sitting on the couch. I said they're going.
Oh, they're like at the bar. Oh, yeah. They're at like River City Saloon or Steel Cat, just messaging each other like that. And like, yeah, my mom didn't. Apparently, either she didn't know what it meant or she thought it meant something other than for fuck's sake. And I just was like, Mom, you don't know what things are. You asked me one day if your phone was a smartphone holding an iPhone in your hand. Like,
anyways,
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
Penny.
I was
No,
I was talking about my family because it's, nice to me and not as traumatic. Like, my dad didn't step on a guinea pig or nothing, but
dude,
And then
he popped.
still have you open it the next day.
He was
and
so
on top,
drunk, dude.
my dad has never bought me 2 gaming consoles in the event that he breaks one on purpose.
Destroyed that motherfucker. But what I'm
Which is still so comedic. If I ever work in
foresight
writing,
was there.
that is going to be the story. I'm going to put that into an
The
episode.
foresight
I
was there, but it was like not control yourself. It was like, I'm still gonna break that
He
motherfucker.
doesn't know
but
how
I'm
to
gonna buy
control-
another one.
It was like Tony Soprano. It was like
That's how I grew up.
he didn't think about just not fucking up. He just thought of the thing to prevent, like, if the fuck up happened, to remedy it right away. Like, it is truly impressive.
God damn it.
You
Anyways,
know what crossed his mind too, where he's like, I'm gonna curb stomp this because I know
Yeah.
I have a second one. If I didn't
Yeah.
have the second one, I might actually control myself and
that's
not
why he
curb
went
stomp
through with
it. But
He went through with it because he bought the second one. He
Okay.
bought the second one in the event he broke it, but then he
Old
bought the second
bastard.
one. He went, I'm totally gonna break this fucking one now. He was like, I don't even give a shit.
I'm still so disappointed I didn't get to meet him at your
Yeah.
wedding.
That was
everybody
funny.
said they were waiting for a thick cloud of smoke and like fog and like the Undertaker theme song to roll through for him to walk in. I'm like, because my mother-in-law was like, "Where's your father?" I'm like, "Renee, he's not coming to the wedding."
Just
He's-
a
it's
black suit and they all walk in. Like,
No, he would have walked in his Armani suit.
Yeah.
He-
Fuck yeah, he would.
He dresses really nice. Anyways, Matrix boys.
Okay.
Jeff's not here to call me an
we're-
asshole or
We're back
stupid.
to Matrix, right?
Yeah, Jeff's not here to call me stupid or an asshole. So
I was trying to hold it off
It'll
for so
just be
long, bro.
later
I
in
can,
the chat.
I can only hold
Yeah.
the wall for so long.
but you guys have not seen the Matrix.
No.
No,
So you guys
My
don't know the
dad-
premise.
My dad wasn't a fan. My
I
dad
have a
wasn't fan.
pretty good idea of the basics of it.
We
but-
live in a simulation.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
Yeah, Neo
Yeah,
goes, I
I
know
mean-
Kung Fu.
No, that's not how it fucking watch the movie.
He says that. Does Neo not say, I know Kung Fu?
There's a reason, bro.
But does he say the line?
Yeah.
Then
And
shut
by
up.
Neo,
there's the
you
whole
mean
movie.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Okay, but he is the greatest human to ever live, dude.
Keanu
is
or
one of the-
Neo?
Like he's
Keanu.
been living like he's
Fair.
been living for like 400 years, dude.
Dude, Keanu Reeves is immortal. Anyways, I can't even ask my question until you guys see the fucking movie. I was gonna ask, how do you guys feel about the possibility of that being a real existence?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
far
what the
as-
fuck?
As far as the simulation aspect of
Yeah,
things,
and like one day somebody goes, "Hey, you need to wake up," and then you get. Would
Wait.
you take the
Hold
pill?
on.
What?
You're implying that somebody else in this existence, this human existence that
Yes,
we are
right
all
now.
living, comes to me, Evan Nozakowski, the one with
Yes.
half a heart and is 5'7", and says,
You have half a heart in the Matrix, not in the real world.
I feel like I'm, if anything, worse out there than I
We
am
would
in
be.
here.
No,
he
you'd be
has no
fine out
heart in
there.
the real world.
Yeah, I just got like a
You have
quarter
a
heart.
full. Oh my god! Watch the movie. We'll
You
talk
can-
later about it.
Yeah, you can play it like a flute. There's just so many holes to press on there. But,
Listen, we will watch the
It's
movie.
an ocarina.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
It's a fucking.
I still
oboe.
say Majora.
But like, so what I'm implying is that you're saying that somebody here that looks like me.
No, it doesn't look like.
No, I'm saying
He's goth.
they're
He's cool.
That's that's
More trench coats.
that's
Yes.
what I meant was that he looks like me in the fact that he's human and he
Right.
comes to me.
They're
and he
all
says-
human.
He says, "Take this, wake up."
Yes.
And bro, if anybody comes up to me and just says that, I'm gonna be like, all right, where'd you go to school, bro? Because like I can't trust the fact that like you
But
probably
school
just
doesn't
walked-
exist, really.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
not gonna
Matrix.
take a random pill some motherfucker walks
Yeah,
up
that's
to
what.
be
That,
like,
no,
"Hey,
I'm not.
red or
No,
blue?"
hold on.
Neither,
I
you
didn't-
motherfucker. Get the fuck away from me.
I'm not sitting there going, "What school did you go to?" Because I think school's real and it's actually fake. I'm saying, did you just pick this up off the fucking street? And are you from the street itself?
Okay, coming
and just
from-
came to me and said, like, I'm not gonna
The blue
like.
one's
if some-
Viagra. I've played this game before.
That's
yeah.
the cool one, dude.
It's not the cool one.
One of these is gonna wake me up. The other one's gonna give me a
That's the
boner.
problem.
Okay.
A
Yeah,
pretty
well,
cool
like,
boner.
Yeah, and they say which one do you want? The blue one makes you hard, and the red one makes you like wakes you up. It's like, so one of these is Viagra, and the other one's crack, like personified in a pill or
Heroin
something.
in pill form.
Yeah, it's like it's something like that. So it's like, no, I don't. And here's the thing: to answer your actual question, do I think it's a simulation? I think if it is, I don't really think my opinion on that matters. Like, okay, so I do think it's a simulation. What's the guy outside gonna do? Oh, he thought of it.
We can
Here,
wake up. We could
here's
figure
a.
it out. We can get out.
No, we can't. I think
I
it's
will
pointless
fucking
to
find
waste
us
your time.
drugs to get us out.
I
That's
think
why
it's.
heroin addicts do heroin, because
I
they're
think
not
no.
in the real world.
I will
They're in the
say
real.
They do it because the one hit is like enough to addict you for the rest of your life.
every once in a while I will say
Semantics.
I sit there and I like something
Semantics.
happens and you go, this is the fucking Truman Show. Like 100%.
Yes,
This is
Sure,
like some weird
sometimes there are
fucking shit, right?
coincidences. Yeah, I agree with that. I believe that there are fucking stupid, weird, random things that happen all the time. But I don't. Again, if I don't think it's real and I don't think it's a simulation, but it is a simulation, do I get punished when I die and like wake up from it or
Didn't figure
something?
it out.
Or
Like,
yeah, because I didn't figure it out. Or and again, how do I as a person figure it out? It's the same shit when people talk about like they see the fucking white trails in the sky and they go, dude, the government's totally doing that to like push on us. So it was like, so how the fuck do you not have this problem, but everybody else does? How are you waking up, but I'm not? That's my question to those people all
Right.
the time, is that we breathe the same air, asshole. Like, we are living in the same vicinity of these chemtrails, quote unquote. So how are you not affected, and how are you? There was a girl in high school that I knew, and I asked her that. I was like, you think that like these trails are man-made, which I mean they are because of airplanes, but you think that they're like man-made and like they're chemicals that are like confusing us, or like they're keeping us on this path, or like, just being in our mundane existences? And it's like, but you and I, when we walk out of high school, breathe the same air. We look up and we see the same trails. We're breathing the same oxygen.
well, that's
So
'cause
how are
you're
you
confused
thinking
too.
this?
Yeah, you're in
Apparently,
the
yeah.
You're more
simulation, bro.
confused. You have inhaled more of it, obviously.
My mom's best friend is a conspiracy theorist, and I've tried arguing with her, bro. It just makes me want to buy a gun just to shoot myself, just
be
because
fair,
it's like it's impossible to argue with them.
that
'Cause
white trail
nothing you say teaches or tells them anything. Anything you tell them, they just go and say, "Well, that's not what I believe." It's like, holy shit, asshole! That's the whole point of discussions.
Holy shit, asshole.
that fucking white
think I
trail
called
behind
her
a
that.
goddamn jet is not enough to fucking like actually intoxicate
think-
the air and for you to consume it and like
I think
fuck
I
you
called her
up. Like
that.
that's not how that works.
She talked to me one time. This was last year.
You guys
after
need to
the-
wake up, okay?
This was dude.
I'll
this
take
is
the
last
blue
year.
pill. Let's go.
Whatever gets me away from Nick is what Brody said.
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
picked the boner pill.
Whatever I can do.
I'll stay here
Yeah,
in the
that's-
simulation, but the boner.
The cool guy in the trench coat comes up to me and says, "Take this pill and wake up." I'm like, "Does it get me away from Nick Dumitrescu?"
What if you take both?
Yeah, do I die,
Like,
Nick?
I mean, to be honest, like, what if I just fucking grabbed both those motherfuckers and just downed them
Just
and
yeah,
looked
just
straight into
no
his
water.
eyes as I did it? Like,
Yeah, no
the fuck
water.
are you
Just
gonna
take them
do?
both. Yeah,
I
bro.
would
What does he
love
do
that.
then? No, I talked to her last year. This conspiracy theorist that is my mom's best friend. Which I'd like to say, my mom does not believe in the shit she believes in. She thinks she's fucking crazy. But
Tamster.
this was the Tamster does not believe in this nonsense. And no, so this was after a couple months after. It was in the summer after the George Floyd riots of last year. And she's technically like, she's not technically my aunt, but like that's what I grew up calling her, just because she was my mom's best friend. And she's telling me about how like, well, the bartender that George Floyd worked for was actually also a mother at Sandy Hook, and she's a part of a group
God,
called
shut up.
she's a part of a group called Agents of Chaos. And I'm like, what? And I think I said to her straight up, I'm like, what dumb shit are you thinking right now? And she's like, is that any way to talk to your elders? I'm like, bitch, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know you at this point. Like, I've never heard such dumb shit in my life. And she kept fucking talking about it. And I was like, you just don't know anything. I think I'm straight up. I told her, I was like, I don't think you know anything about anything. I don't think you know how politics work. I don't think you know how humans breathe. I don't think you understand. Like, she works in billing for medical stuff. And she's telling me all this sort of shit. She's like, well, when somebody dies of a heart attack, they put COVID down as one of the possible causes of death. I'm like, did they have COVID while they had the heart attack? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, well, that's why, shithead. I'm like,
Shithead.
I'm like, because having COVID can cause you to have like health problems like pneumonia or heart attacks or any other number of illnesses that it was causing at the time, that like we didn't know about. And she just, that's the problem talking to her, is that you explain things and you can explain them in the nicest, most polite way. You can explain things as factual evidence from trusted sources. And because it's not fitting in with their worldview, it therefore does not exist to them. And that I wish I was that dumb. I don't know any other way to say it. I wish I was that dumb.
You know,
where
how I can sum this up?
I could just believe something, and anything you two said, I would just be like, no, there's just brick walls up. I can't even think about it. Like, I wish I could do that, but if I have an opinion on something, and Brody, you say, well, here's my opinion on it, I inhale that opinion, and I go, oh, well, this is the way he shaped it. Let me see how that fits in with mine, like a puzzle, right? She doesn't do that, and it annoys the hell out of me. It blows my mind that she thinks that way. I don't know. I mean, is there any other experience that you two have had with someone like that who just fucking doesn't even acknowledge the fact that, like, no, bro, I don't think the government is just dropping white chemtrails on us and making us think that, like, we're all stupid.
I work with a couple guys that are big time conspiracy theorists, and so typically I work days, right? And at the time I was covering shift, so I would actually go on nights as well. And I was on nights one night, and we got called over to work on something, and I go over and we work on it, and then when we get done, we go up and we chat with the operator, right? Because I was in maintenance, and we go up there, and the guy I was working with he's pretty big into some of the conspiracy theory shit, and then the other guy is very big into it. The operator is very big into it as well, and so they start chatting, and next thing you know, the operator goes, okay, Brody, so what do you think? I'm like, nope, I'm not playing this motherfucking game. Like, nope, I don't. I enjoy listening to this shit because it's quite entertaining. But even if I don't believe the shit, what difference does it make? Like, it doesn't change fucking shit. So I might as well just fucking play along, play the fucking game. If it is a simulation, it's like playing a goddamn video game. I'm just gonna keep fucking chugging along. Let's go. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, nope, I'm not doing that. I don't play with the conspiracy theory thing. Like, I'm along for the ride.
I'm hoping that we are in a simulation, and that one day, snap, we're awake. That would be fucking dope, dude. I'd be so sick. So stoked. I said sick. Sicked. I don't know why I said sick. I meant to say stoked. I'd be stoked. I did post that clown image, Jeff, if you're listening. But yeah, I'd be stoked. We just wake up like, and now we're here. I'd be like, that's what's up.
Sweet. Yeah.
But I'd be pissed if it's that entire scene from The Matrix, though, where you wake up, you're like, ooh, and you're all shitty for like a fucking month.
What if
they have to like, fix your muscles and shit?
What if it was more Maze Runner, where you wake up and like everything's on fucking fire?
What's kind of that's how The Matrix is. Yeah. You guys got to watch the fucking. We will continue this conversation next week after you guys have watched The Matrix.
Here's the thing, bro. If I'm waking up and it's like
The Witcher.
Yeah, we have more important.
The Matrix is 2 hours. Watch the first. You don't have to watch the sequels. You do, but you don't. Watch the first one. You shut up. Oh,
maybe I've watched it outside of the simulation.
Oh shit! Oh.
You are making my dick soft.
And he's trying to stay hard.
I was really hoping you were going to say hard. You should have taken the blue pill, Nick.
I took the red one. Damn it!
I think if I wake up and they're like, "Hey, this is the real world. You've just been living in a simulation." My first question is like, "Bro, my heart good?" And they're gonna be like,
"No,
shit, bro, we got bad news.
Plug me back in.
It's worse here."
I'd be like, well, "How do I get the cable back in there?" I totally, dude. No, I mean, if it is, it is. But like at the same time, it's like, what do I get any reward for saying it is, or do I get punished? Do I? All right, well, I guess I gotta say it exists.
Yeah, all right, cool. I got it on my side. We wrap it up. Right. Is that what's happening here?
We have 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Any final moment? Well, 50 seconds now. Anybody got any final words they have for the episode this week?
Yeah, I do. We are stuck in a simulation. Wake up, sheeple. Wake
Oh,
up.
great.
Jesus Christ.
He's a member of Anonymous now.
I feel like I'm kicking it. I feel like I just like spoke at like a Matt Gaetz rally. Where I'm like,
very good.
my boy right here did not sleep
Hold
with
on,
an
I got
underage
something for you.
girl.
I got something for you.
Oh no.
What?
I'll watch The Matrix after you watch The West Wing.
That's like fucking 4 more seasons, jerk off.
You haven't watched
You didn't
West
even-
Wing?
I do enjoy. I love The West Wing. Wait, Brody, you watched The West Wing?
I've seen a good chunk of it, at least.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love Bernie's answer. You haven't watched The West
Out of all the
Wing?
things
I
that
love
you were like diehard about, I know Evan loves West Wing, so I figured you had seen it as well.
He
No,
showed me The West Wing.
I showed him The West Wing. We actually watched it in the Discord with the group a couple times. We watched like the first 3 or 4
Is
episodes.
that
It was
when
really
it was
good.
all themed to the West Wing there for a
Yes.
while? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
coins, dude.
Everything we changed the channel to was fuck coins because we hated the vice president. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Which
fuck coins.
you still you end up hating him actually by the end of the show. That's like a constant. But yeah, no, that was funny because John texted me. He must be listening on one of the thing or watching on one of them, and he says, "Telling me to watch The Matrix after you watch The West Wing." I was like, "That's a good one." I could probably say that about a lot of things. Like
Jesus Christ.
you know, I'll watch The Matrix after you watch The Newsroom, or I'll especially actually more recently, and I know Brody will agree with this. I'll watch The Matrix after you watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Nick.
and that's not hard. They're 30 minutes an episode. I mean, the second season's a bit longer for each episode. They're like 40, but like you
It's
got
good. It's worth
that
it.
first season's great. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I would recommend it. So
Second season is more kind of in your feelings a little bit, but it's still really good.
It's still really, really good.
So
yeah,
good.
yeah, and I mean, you're lucky because they're only doing 3, so you know you can pretty much easily finish
So
that.
you can take the purple pill and fucking combine those sons of bitches.
I'm about to take the green pill
And you
and
can
end
have
this
a
episode.
boner and wake up. Hmm?
Got a good
You
point.
know what? No, I'm about to take the green pill and end this episode. How's that sound?
Pussy.
How about that?
He got called out and he couldn't handle it.
How about that? Ending the episode right now.
John goes, "How would he know it's great? He's only seen 3 episodes."
Oh my god, I've seen a fucking whole. Shut up. All right. Is there anything else
Yes.
any of you guys wanted to get out before we cap this episode off?
Happy holidays to whatever
Yeah,
you celebrate.
happy holidays.
Yes.
Have a great break off work or school or whatever. Have a good time and be with your family and get some good presidents and get drunk or high, whatever
Yeah, I
you
was
do.
gonna say definitely some alcohol involved.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
You take
Yeah,
drugs,
if you
do
want-
drugs, whatever. Do your thing.
Do
your thing.
have some eggnog, but take the eggnog out and just replace it with whiskey. You're good.
You can have a good eggnog. You don't buy the store bought shit.
Don't buy the store. So where do I get this eggnog?
Go to the
from?
bar
It's
and
just-
ask for an eggnog.
The
Oh.
Christian Brothers shit's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I've never had. I actually never had eggnog. Is
Oh,
it good?
Eggnogs. I like
Is it good?
eggnog. Yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
cool.
it's
I'll try it.
it's a preference thing. Like it's not
Yeah.
like a everybody enjoys it, right?
Right.
It is a definitely acquired taste, or not acquired, but like it's
It's totally an acquired taste.
well, it's a specific thing. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I've always liked eggnog. It wasn't something I didn't like
Sure.
as a child, but I
Sure
fucking
thing.
love eggnog.
Yeah. So
Christian's brother
Um,
already has some alcohol in there too, so
yes.
Sweet.
yes.
not
I'm gonna
much,
have to
but a
do it
little
then.
bit. You can add a little
You
bit.
can
more
get
in
some
there.
good eggnog with a good amount of alcohol. Go to a fucking nice little bar.
Get some
ask for a good
eggnog.
alcohol. Yeah, get some eggnog. They'll
Get
be
some
like,
fucking
cool.
eggnog.
I never get to make this shit.
That's right.
Anything else? Anyone want to shout out?
No,
Is that it?
I
We're
think
good.
I'm good, man.
All right. Yo, shout out to my boy Doc Longy for this fucking Mad Villain t-shirt. The MF
Nice.
Doom shit. Thanks, homie. Appreciate that fucking good looks, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for popping into this episode of the OBO podcast, Objectively Bad Opinions, where myself, Evan, Brody, Matt, and Jeff from the WASD and Beyond and the Diggity podcast meet once a week and just discuss all things. Maybe we'll talk gaming. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just talk absurdity. But this show is a nice little escape for all of us, and we're glad you guys check it out. Be sure to check out WASD and Diggity. WASD drops on Wednesday and Friday at 7 a.m. Diggity goes live on Thursday around 9 p.m. And they drop their episodes every Friday at 5 a.m. So check out the Diggity podcast bright and early in the morning on your drive to work, and then pop in WASD a little bit later that morning. With that being said, everybody, OBO goes live every Monday at 9:30 p.m. And the audio episode goes live every Tuesday at 5 a.m. Check us out there. And yeah, that's it. That's my goodbyes. Is there anything else I wanted to add to that?
No, I'm good. I said everybody have a happy holidays
Stay horny and happy. For
and
the
happy
holidays.
New Year's as well.
Hey, take the blue pill, fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah.